Why do we love ninjas so much? I mean, besides the obvious. It's not like ninjas are the only ones who are able to kick 12 kinds of ass from here to Sunday, but there's something about the way they go about doing it is so appealing. Coming out of the shadows to ghost some unsuspecting prey, they're supposed to be the perfect silent assassins, the embodiment of the human predator. In a phrase, their entire appeal rests on the fact that we don't know much about them. Think about the greatest fictional ninjas of all time. Ryu Hayabusa, Tenchu, Snake Eyes, Deathstroke, Ra's al Ghul. They're all cunning, deceptive, and not at all forthcoming. The fact that we're all on our back foot in regards to their intentions means we're also intrigued to discover what they are. However, this is also why I find ninjas, as characters, make for weak protagonists. The fundamental attributes of a ninja seem completely antithetical to your typical hero, so when they're cast as the protagonists, they tend to stop being ninjas. This is partly the reason why Naruto doesn't sit well with me. Besides adhering to the tropes of shonen anime religiously, our heroes are simply not ninjas. And I'm not talking about the fact that they don't wear black or have magical powers. Popular culture has warped the image of the ninja so much that there's no one definition of what a ninja can or can't do, or would or wouldn't wear. No, I'm talking about their actions and character. Naruto, Sakura, Kakashi, pretty much everyone who's aligned lawful in the show behave according to that alignment. They don't spring traps on unknowing targets, they attack foes head on, and deceptive techniques are used more for catching enemies off guard than actually subduing them. They're ninjas in name only, and it's another problem heaped on the pile of the many other problems that plague the show. Another thing about ninjas as heroes is that the more you learn about them as you would any other protagonist in any other story, the less interesting they become because the mystery is simply gone. It not only hamstrings Naruto's appeal, but also Ninja Cadets. Much like its way more popular cousin, Ninja Cadets follows the trials and tribulations of a couple of would-be ninjas as they learn their trade and what it means to be a magical ninja. Though it only lasted 2 episodes, thus sparing it from the god-awful reliance on filler, it nevertheless shares the elemental problems that plague Naruto. Make no mistake though, this is its own anime, with all the individual annoyances and tired plot cliches that come with it. During my research for the show, I came across a little factoid that said that this was the first anime to ever be put to DVD. Though I wasn't able to find a reputable site to verify this fact, if I were to judge how this DVD was coded, I'd dot to bio. The menu is one of the most condescendingly aggravating experiences I've had yet.
Welcome to the Ninja Cadets training camp. Here's an extra treat for all of our loyal cadets.
I feel like I'm playing a 90s PC game for kindergartners, but the worst part is the embarrassingly early Media Blasters intro. Fuck, even I could do a better job than this.
I'm a jackass!
We begin with a flashback of a castle coming under attack by a fleet of ninjas and what looks like the Omni-Droid from The Incredibles. Worse yet, the only defense the castle inhabitants have is overacting.
Yukinobu! The princess! Take care of the princess! My lord!
You need to turn it down a notch! Not to be outdone, the attacking force counters with some textbook trying too hard.
They escaped.
Please, forgive us, Commander.
Find her. Find the Byakulo princess if you have to turn over every stone.
And will somebody get me a lozenge? We flash forward to the present day, ancient Japan, where our soon-to-be ninjas are training/fighting a random encounter.
I guess that makes me the winner today.
No, I'm afraid I'm the winner.
Excuse me? I believe I'm the one who finished him off.
Don't be stupid. It was my last punch that finished him. So, you're a big loser. A big loser.
Must you? I'm to assume that these will be our Naruto and Sasuke stand-ins. Miss, let's see you pull this one off, cosplayers, and okay, that's just my Shirani. They didn't even attempt to hide the fact that that's my Shirani. I mean, the director of this heap worked as a key animator for Fatal Furies 1 and 2. All that's missing is a sign around her neck saying, "This is so not my Shirani because reasons and lack of tits."
You liar.
No, I'm not, cheater.
Do you think I used a little too much gunpowder?
No. So, after a mild scolding from their instructor, the entire group of ninjas to be gather for lunch and to dump awkward and condescending exposition on us.
Yume, you're taking part in the test tomorrow, too. Are you ready?
Yes, of course. If you fail, you won't be recognized as a true ninja.
You don't think she knows that, not Mai? Or do you really think she's that hapless? And further, if you do think she's that hapless, why is she fit to be a ninja? This is another thing that bothers me about these kinds of stories. We all like to picture ninjas as these uber badasses that would soon as kill you as look at you, but to turn that notion into, what if these ninjas were learning to be like that, takes that away from them. It's like when we find out that Darth Vader used to be a whining slave kid, and then an equally whiny douchebag, most baller Sith Lord in the galaxy? Not after this scene.
I will be the most powerful Jedi ever.
2 episodes in a row with a Star Wars reference. It's like there's a movie coming out or something. It's the day of the test, and their final couldn't be any more harrowing. I would explain it, but it seems they got that shit down.
Huh? To Byakuru Castle?
And we have to retrieve a secret scroll?
Only one pair will pass the exam?
And we stole this device from Lassie? Oh, and hi, Mona Marshall. The SAG fine will be in your mailbox next Tuesday.
Furthermore, if you feel so inclined, you are permitted to sabotage one another's progress.
Why? It's established that this mission that they're going on is to retrieve a scroll that's supposed to be able to restore the kingdom they lost at the beginning. If this mission is so important that their entire clan's future is at stake, why would they allow for the potential act of sabotage? Hell, why would they split them up in the first fucking place? Hell, let's double down and ask the simple question if they're the only ninjas the village has left. Because if they're not, then why would they put untrained students to this incredibly important task of saving their kingdom? And time! I've completely broken the premise of an anime in less than 7.5 minutes of running time! Woo! No record, baby! All is not well, it seems, as the students' little activity is being monitored by— Holy fuck! What is on your head, sister?
Listen up, Nico! Our mission is only to capture the Byakuro princess. I really don't need you to make things complicated.
Christ on a stick! You look like a frayed-out toilet brush!
They left for Byakuro Castle today. You must not let this chance slip away.
The castle? Why are they going there?
I see. To protect the Byakuro princess.
Excuse me for a moment here, but, what did you say?
To protect the Byakuro princess.
Our mission is only to capture the Byakuro princess.
And the director is asleep at the wheel. Did Bang Zoom Entertainment hire from Exxon Valdez?
Yeah? How do we know which one's the princess?
She has a cross-shaped birthmark on her shoulder.
That's it? No eye color, hair color, height. You know that she has a particular birthmark on a particular place of her body, but you don't know anything else? Look, there's a million questions I could ask right now, like who the fuck is this woman and why do they need the princess now all of a sudden? But let's really examine this, because believe it or not, the whole entire plot hinges on this little detail. So, it's assumed that these ninjas have lost contact with the princess for years, otherwise she would be able to give a better description for her, and the one detail that they're able to tack onto the princess's identity is a birthmark. Okay, how do they know about that? And if they were able to find that out, why couldn't they find out anything else about her? Well, the answer is they didn't, because if they did, then there wouldn't be this tired-ass plot point where the bad ninjas mistake Not Mai as the princess, having a cross-shaped mark on her shoulder from an accident with Miss Cosplay here. That's the only reason I could think of. Maybe she could be the princess, I hear you ask. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense either. In a previous scene, their teacher was instructed by the man who saved the princess, looking way older than he should, considering the time frame, telling him that he needs to protect her as well as find the scroll to restore their kingdom. And what does he do? He pairs the rest of the group with himself with this girl. So logic follows that she's the princess. Otherwise, he's disobeying orders for no good reason. So the entire premise of this anime undermines the actual main character because of a mistake that isn't even true. As we can plainly see in this shot, there are no cross-shaped anything on either shoulder. Where the fuck are they getting this information from? Because they need to be sacked, and hard. And all of this stupidity is made even worse by the end. But we'll get to that soon enough. So, do they attack now while the girls are naked and vulnerable? No, of course not, you idiot! They wait until they're rested up and have their weapons before one of the ninjas sends their easily dispatched summons after them. So when this absolutely foolproof plan miraculously falls through, the summoner ninja, sporting the most ridiculous piercing I've seen yet in anime, says fuck it and sacrifices himself for his final summoning. Oh god, these references make themselves.
What the hell is this final summoning?
It means he will sacrifice himself to summon a monster. This will literally be his final trick.
So, how does he know that he can do it? Moreover, how did the guy who first did it ever pass the knowledge on? Normally, this would be the time I would cut to that classic moment where Daffy Duck explodes himself on stage. But because I'm on YouTube now, Content ID would flag this video in an instant. So we're going with the next best thing.
Can you stop a speeding bullet?
Once.
The next best thing was Jeff Dunham? Put that on his epitaph. So his final summon turns out to be a giant parasect, and it looks like it does the trick, until they lead him into a checkpoint where the rest of the ninja students are able to kill it. And need I remind you, the summoner ninja basically sacrificed himself for less than nothing. Even if he managed to capture Not Mai, it still wouldn't change the fact that she's not the fucking princess.
Yume, go hide someplace.
Why the fuck is she a ninja? Our princess here adamantly does not want to be here, does not want to be a ninja, is incompetent beyond the point of liability, and only wants to be her teacher's cock sleeve.
All I want, always, is to be with you, Kaoru.
Worst ninja ever! Point retracted! In an actually fun-to-watch battle, the ninjas band together to take down the parasect, with a bundle of dynamite serving as the finishing blow. But it looks like there's a plan B for our villainous ninjas, as they spy the princess wandering around and make their move, enthralling her before moving on to their teacher, but he manages to keep his head. I have to be honest, this is where the anime's plot really stalls, since the premise of them getting to the castle means a lot of traveling, which means not a lot of things happening. So if it's all the same to you, I'm going to skip over the next 10 minutes of cringeworthy non-comedy and characters speaking obvious statements that we already know. You're welcome. So the infiltration is underway, with Team Not Mai scaling the castle walls while Team Cosplay are playing the accidental diversion.
Stop them!
There are more soldiers coming.
Get them!
How did we end up being decoys?
Search me, the last time the audience saw you guys, you were being blown away on a kite. Actually, how did you guys get here? And also, how did you know that the other team of ninjas were here in the castle with you?
I'm a ninja.
Ha ha! Old school internet reference. God, I feel old. So to compound the annoyance, the show splits its attention between these technically 3 teams. And while something plot relevant happens to one team, Not Mai being attacked by the enthralled princess, our other team just spins their tires and act like they're winning the Monaco Grand Prix. Honestly, must we spend scene after scene of them running around a castle only for this to happen?
What is this?
Looks like we took a wrong turn somewhere.
What a wrong turn!
Nice read, Velma.
The game is up as Not Mai is finally cornered by one of the waiting villain ninjas. Wait a minute. I know those pained grunts from somewhere. Derek Stephen Prince, is that you? Holy crap, I can't believe it took me nearly the entire length of the anime to recognize him, but there's no mistaking that voice that sounds like a cat choking on an auto-tuned hairball. Not to be down on the guy, he has a unique voice and a lot of talent, and when he's cast well, he can bring down the house, but when he gets it going, he could definitely push it to the Gottfried side of the scale.
Now that I'm a Tokyo U student, I know better than just to be a shooting star! You take my individuality and intend to make me another cog in the machine!
It's an all-out brawl between everyone at this point, having found the castle's stash of ninja scrolls. There's transformations, there's attempted mindfucks, there's the return of the Omni droid from way back at the beginning. The ending is just a clusterfuck of dragged out bullshit. It culminates with Not Mai releasing the power of a scroll, presumably the one they were sent to get, as we never find out for sure, that pretty much obliterates the entire castle, which makes restoring their kingdom kind of a moot point. Oh, and that whole business of the enthrallment in their teacher laying low until he can find an opening to make Toilet Brush restore the princess's mind? Yeah, that never happens. She just kind of blinks back and all is well. But that's still not the capper on this heap.
The Princess of Byakuro. Please tell me. Karo? Yume? Could it be me?
That's right! This is the second ninja anime in a row that just sort of ends. What are the fucking odds? At the very least, there is a sense that some things have been wrapped up. It certainly didn't end with the demonic invasion of Earth, but how pointless was this whole anime? We know she's not the princess, even though everyone around her is convinced she is. Half the characters are missing for no adequately explained reason, and nothing was accomplished. This may very well be the most aimless, most needlessly confusing, and utterly useless anime I've screened yet. Hell, even the most wretched pieces of crap I've covered attempted to tell a story with a beginning, middle, and end, and didn't bother itself with a mistaken identity plot point that shears the veritable gears of the narrative. I can't even say this was a story. It was told that badly. Yeah, it had some cool fights and everything, but if that's all you wanted, why didn't you watch Dragon Ball Z? Oh wait, I can already answer that question, because you already seen it. You saw DBZ, you were starved for more, and there was nothing else available except for these bottom-of-the-barrel titles that promise so much more than they could deliver. Also, you could have more Dragon Ball Z. Well, guess what? Now we got too much, and quality control has snapped back all the way to the 90s. The early 90s! Congratulations! Okay, I don't know where that tangent came from, but nevertheless, Ninja Cadets sucks. Well, Ninja Month has been a bust so far, but that doesn't mean we can't finish strong, right? Right? Long live your Lord High Regent Sage! Long live Benetopia!